Hey everybody and welcome back to Marvel Champions Experience. Remember, I would always appreciate it if you consider liking the video. If you truly like this content, please think about subscribing. And as always, drop a message down in the comments below. If you like what you saw, if you didn't like what you saw, if you'd like to see something in specific, if there's a specific piece of content you'd like me to try to make, and most importantly, always let me know when I make a mistake because I am not perfect. None of us are, right? Just let me know so I can fix it up. I would like to play a clean game. So yeah, let me know when you see a mistake. So please, please, please think about like, subscribe, and drop something down below. All right, so here's what we got in store for you today. I am, again, so I've got a lot of content scheduled to post, right? But I am bumping this one up to the front of my queue because as I sit here today, Tuesday, July 11th, a big and avid Marvel Snap player, the Spotlight Cash was supposed to drop today, and it did not. So I will wallow here in my sorrow. It's going to drop tomorrow, but I am going to play Jean Grey because she's the featured card this week. I haven't bought her because I'm going to get her with Spotlight Caches. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I apologize for boring you, but Marvel Snap is really fun. Anywho, I'm going to play Jean Grey again in honor of Jean Grey proper being released into Marvel Snap. And I met up with my buddy Nelson this past weekend, and we did take on Kang standard and beat him. So since I already have him ready to go, and I've got him somewhat fresh in my mind, I figure I'd keep it rolling with Kang for me and rolling with Jean as well. So that's it. That's the plan. All right, let's get set up before I shuffle. All right, I think I remember this fairly well. So Kang, this is the expert Kang version. He's out. Okay, so he starts with a tough. Okay, let's see. I have set aside Kang's Dominion side scheme. It's right there. I have removed each of my obligations from the game. And I got the encounter deck. I'll shuffle that in a second. All right. I think that's done. These can be put to the side for now. All right. Those are the other schemes that are come out. We're going to flip this. Deal each player an encounter card. So we will shuffle this now. Yeah, I think our setup is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and give me a quick pause and come right back to you. All right, I am back. So let's shuffle this up. Yeah, I actually liked this fight. I don't really love this fight solo because it's, if you haven't played Kang yet, you're in for a cool little fight. He's going to send you in different... Oh, I forgot what to do here. I'm Jean, and then I am that. He's going to send you into different time phases on his second phase, right? And it's really cool, but when you're playing single player, nothing really changes. When you're playing multiplayer, you each get your own side of the board, and you can't help each other. It's really fun, but on single player, it's basically just phase 2 of the game. So, but I wanted to get him out of the way, and I already had him ready to go. All right, so you don't have any threat. You're starting there. All right, so here's what's going on. I'm dropping things. This only has 7 threat, so it's a fairly low threat scheme. So that kind of sucks. He's got a decent amount of hit points at 15 and a tough. His main thing is, and it's going to be a little harder on single player, when he attacks, I have to either put 1 threat in the main scheme or he gets +2 attack. And on expert, he's a base 3, so that kind of sucks. But when we beat him, all the threat here is removed. So it's a nice little balancing act. But enough of me talking. Let's start it up. All right, we're drawing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, what do we got? Oh, I am not unleashed. I am, in fact, restrained, right? I forgot to do this again. Let's see, place 4 counters here. And I learned that, I was always worried about going unleashed with her. I was terrified of getting Shadows of the Past because it's almost like game over if you get it with her and she's unleashed, but she's really strong unleashed. So let's see what we got. All right, we got Moira, we got X-Mansion, Psychic Manipulation, Plan B, Energy, and a Professor X. So not the best hand, but let's see what we can do. So I'm looking at Professor X. right? Because I know he can either ready me or confuse Kang. So I'm tempted to go with the confuse because it's still early in the game. I can stay on this side, right? And I can stay on this side and draw another card in my next hand. All right, let's try to get Professor X out. So Plan B is the first expendable card that I see. I like throwing this in here just as an in case if I get in the middle of the game, right? I can just use it for some free 2 damage, but all right, so let's use Plan B and Energy to play Professor X, right? He doesn't really need a hit point counter because he's going to die anyway in the next turn. And I'm going to choose to confuse the villain. So Kang is tough and confused. All right. Professor X, I basically just played him for the confuse because he's not going to do anything. There's no threat there. Maybe it was a bad move, but it is my move and I'm owning it. And I plan on going back and forth a lot. So I want to try to get Moira out. I don't remember if I got her out in my last game, but I really want to make use of her. So we'll discard these 2, especially because there's no threat in the main scheme right now. And he's confused. So it's a very boring first turn. I have nothing else to do. Professor X is going to die. And that's it. All right. Your turn, Kang. 1 threat goes here. You don't do anything because you're confused. Oh, my bad. I need to give myself an encounter card. So this is my encounter card. I apologize. All right. Reversing it. 1. You don't do anything. You're confused. And I get another encounter card. All right. So encounter card number 1. The villain schemes. Sure wish I had Professor X now. So he's scheming for 1 plus nothing. So he's just scheming for 1. Second one is Tyrannosaurus Rex. Lovely. All right, so now I have a 6 health villain. Oh, I didn't draw any cards. 6 health minion who also has a tough. And he's got piercing. So we're drawing 6 because we didn't flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I forgot to draw. I'm sorry. All right. So you're gone. Maybe that was the worst choice in the world because I've got 2 tough people and nothing going for me. And I don't think she has anything piercing. All right. Game time, Utopia, X-Jet. All right. My favorite goddamn MVP card right here in my last game. Mission training and strength. So the first thing I'm doing is playing that mind control. Absolutely. So... all right, but so similarly to Spider-Ham, I'm pretty sure that I could make a basic recovery, right, even though I'm at full health, and get a counter because that's sort of how the new ruling. The ruling seems split between most people who play the game, but whatever. It's a single player game, right? It's not a big deal. So I'm in favor of, recovering even though it doesn't recover anything and being able to get the counter because the counter changes, right? But I'm not going to do that because I actually do want to play her in restrained, so I want to lose these as quickly as possible. I really don't think there's anything that I can do on this side, right? So let's see how I can get mind control out before I switch forms or anything. So obviously I'm going to use strength, right? I'll flip, I'll have this counter. That's 3. I would just need to get rid of one of these cards. I'd like to try to hold on to this X-Jet. I guess I would spend mission training and see if something can happen with these 2. But that's the first thing that I want to do. And I think that I can go ahead and safely flip. Right? And there's 2 threat there. That's okay for now. Oh, look. Now I can do this. I'm a mutant, right? After a mutant alter ego, right? Exhaust Moira and draw a card. Okay, we have an ally. All right, let's go ahead and get this T-Rex on our side. So we're going to go ahead and play strength. mission control and take a counter. Bring this to 3. And that's our 4 to take control of this T-Rex. All right. So we're treating this as a blank text box, right? He already had the tough, but he doesn't gain the piercing anymore. So that wouldn't work to take that off, which kind of sucks, but we still have a freaking 6 health, 3 attack minion now with a tough, so he'll be chumping for us on the next turn. Just got a message. What was it? Did somehow the Marvel Snap patch release? All right, but yeah, I think the X-Jet is like the most important card here. I want to get rid of my hand. I definitely rather have the X-Jet over like an ally, so we're just going to spend these 3. Get an X-Jet into play, and let's dink him for 1 to get that tough off. And you're not going to attack because I want you to keep that tough to chump for me on the next turn. All right, we're done. We're going to ready up, and we are drawing 5 now. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Holy character identity cards, Batman. These are all good cards that I would not like to get rid of, but I'm going to have to, sort of. Okay, anywho, it's your turn, so this goes up to 3. You're going to attack for 3. T-Rex will block for me because he's got a tough, so you're hitting for 3. Oh, now I have to make a choice whether I want to put 1 extra threat here or you get +2 attack. I'm going to give you +2 attack because you have a tough, so you're hitting for a base 5, 6, 7. Thank God this is gone. 7, but we've lost the, only lost the tough. Okay, so now I can play a little more. Now I actually don't mind going restrained, knowing that that's out of the game early. Here comes our encounter card, and we have a side scheme. Plays 2 threat here for each obligation in play. So there's only none, but this has a crisis counter. So I do need to worry about this. It's only got 7 threat, right? All right, but it's our turn. I'm tempted to bring in Cyclops, but I kind of want to go Unleashed. So that might not be great. Oh, you know what I also could do? I could play this Phoenix Firebird. Oh, that might actually be the best move. So let's see. Maybe I flip into Alter Ego to get that Moira going as well too. Okay, so let's see. How about if we... I want to play this as Unleashed, right? So I'm going to try to hold that for a bit. Cyclops is also pretty good. I'm putting them in order of importance. So like, I want to save this. I might want to save him. And here's what I'm thinking with this Phoenix Firebird, right? Remove a power counter from Phoenix and ready Phoenix. So what if we thwarted for 3 here? Remove this, right? Now, if we use a counter to pay for the Phoenix Firebird, we can remove another counter to ready me, right? Now we're close to going Unleashed. Now I can remove 3 threat from here. That's clear. And, I could play Cyclops. I could play Cyclops, right? Like, I could... I'm very new to playing Phoenix, so I'm actually thinking this. What if I didn't play Cyclops, right? And I saved Cyclops to be played. And I allow myself to go Unleashed, then play Cyclops. Then I'd have the counters and Cyclops. Because if I play Cyclops now, I'm automatically going to get 2 counters, which is going to take me longer to getting Unleashed. So I might save him. Maybe I'll just play White Hot Room instead. Yeah, I think that's a smarter move. So I'm going to use this to play White Hot Room. And do I want to flip? Do I want to flip? If I flip, I get an extra card. Yeah, I actually think I do want to flip. There's no threat in the main scheme. He's only going to be scheming for 1. I can threat for 3. Yeah, I do feel safe on the flip. So, and then I can use Moira again. So I'm flipping, and I'm done. All right, we're drawing up to 6 now. So that's 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, I have a lot of character identity cards, which I don't love to like completely hold because I'm very limited and they're very strong. All right, so it's your turn. This is going to go up to 1. You're going to scheme, making sure everything's good. You're going to scheme for 1. Give Tang a tough. So you're tough again, but you're only scheming for 1 for now. So this is at 2. Here comes our encounter card. We have a minion. Okay, so you have 3 health. What do you do? When Chitauri Soldier attacks, you discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take an indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons. Well, I don't like that. All right. It's our turn, though. And White Hot Room is kind of... I don't want to give this a power counter because I want to go Unleashed, right? So you don't have guard or anything, but I think I'm going to use the T-Rex to get rid of you. So let's flip, right? And use Moira to draw a card. God damn it. Okay. Well, this is obviously going to be a resource card I spend right now. So, order of importance. Telekinetic attack is actually going to be awesome right now. Oh, that's actually going to be really good. Okay, so that's the one that I want to play. I need to go Unleashed first, so I need to play something else. I can also... Interesting. I've got a couple options here now. I need to use a charge here to pay for something. After Cyclops enters play, place 2 founders. Okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do. It says after Cyclops enters play. So to bring Cyclops into play, I'm going to bring his cost down to 2. I'll use the 1, and then I'll use Psychic Manipulation. All right, so Cyclops, so before he enters play, I use the last counter here, and I can flip this. Now he enters play, and I get 2 back. Right, place 2 counters on Cyclops. So that was a good move. I can't use it now anymore, though, because... Oh, did I want to do it in that order? Yeah, I did. It's fine. I can't use it anymore because I can use it once per turn. But I think we're going to... Not that it actually matters. Let's use Cyclops. Yeah. We'll use Cyclops to take the tough off of Kang. You don't have guard, right? All right. Now, we can play this telekinetic attack. It's 3 costs, right? If we play the telekinetic attack, that's 9 and overkill. So that's 6 damage. That'd make him at 9 health. 3. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good move. Psychic Blast is an interesting move as well. 4 damage to you and you. Right? If I played Psychic Blast, I could hold on to another card. If I played Psychic Blast, that'd make you go to 11 health. 8 with 3 attack here, and then 5. Maybe we'll play Psychic Blast to save a card. The Phoenix suit is an interesting card to have, right? Nah, let's go crazy. All right, we're going to use these 3, and we're going to play for a telekinetic attack, right? We're going to deal 7 damage to an enemy. We are unleashed, so it's 2 damage and overkill, so we're doing 9 damage to the soldier, right? So that means 6 damage goes over to Kang. So he's at 9 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jean is unleashed, so she gets +2 attack, -2 thwart, right? So she's a 1/3 character now. So that's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And then we will attack with our T-Rex for 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so he's at 3 health. which means we can, for the most part, ignore this, right? We're going to be able to flip him safely, not need to worry about the threat on that turn. So we can ready up, and we're drawing up to 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Man, having these 3 means I probably can't play this Helicarrier because these are going to be good cards. Actually, Rise from the Ashes, I don't love these cards where it's like when you would be defeated. I find the use for these really good, but how often I actually use these, like the Wolverine one, is like, I've never actually used these. I think Colossus has one too, maybe. All right. It is your turn. This is going up to 3. You're attacking for 3. I'll put 4 here. I'll put another one here. So you're going to attack for 3. I'm at full health. I have white hot room. You know what? Let's just take it. Let's just take it, no defense. I want to keep him as long as possible. I've got a 3 attack here. You know, we're getting ready to flip him. I can flip. I think I can safely flip on the next turn. Use white hot room. He can't kill me on this turn for the most part. So he's going to hit me for 3 for nothing, right? So we got 3 damage. So we're down to 6. 1, 2, 3. Here comes our encounter card. Good God. Force interrupt. When this scheme is defeated, shuffle into the encounter deck instead of discarding it. All right, but this has, what is it, 2? It's got 2 on it. But this has an extra encounter card, so it's got to go. All right, what are we going to do? I might flip so I can use Moira again, right? And I can use White Hot Room to heal myself. All right, Phoenix Firebird. Place 2 counters on Phoenix. Well, that's good. Remove 4 threat from a scheme if you have unleashed Stun and Confuse. Let me see something. I just want to take a look at the next side schemes that could possibly come out. So they're all the 3Bs. I just want to see the total, the threat that they start with. So it starts with 1. This starts with 1. This starts with 2. Starts with nothing. And this starts with 1. Okay. So if I were to flip him right now, right, I could use this telepathic trickery to stun and confuse him. I don't have a minion on me, which means I don't need to worry about this. So telepathic trickery goes to the top of things that I want to do. Phoenix Firebird is interesting also because I could ready myself or give myself 2 counters. Rise from the Ashes I don't mind using as a resource. Could I get the Helicarrier out? I could use 1, 2, 3 and get a Helicarrier out, right? And if I did that, I don't need to play telepathic trickery off the top, right? I can wait for that. Let's, I guess, take this a little slowly. So how about this? Let's get to phase 2 and then figure it out. All right, let's get to phase 2 and then figure it out. So to get to phase 2, we're going to remove 2 threat from here. So we're going to shuffle this back into the encounter deck. And the reason why I did that is because I want to see what's going to happen. I'll be able to flip him with T-Rex right now and then decide what I want to do with Phoenix. So T-Rex will attack for 3, which flips him, right? He's at 0. All right, now here comes the messy part. This is where stuff gets crazy. Advance the main scheme to stage 2. Okay, so he's defeated. I'm putting you to the side. This is gone. All right, phase 2. When revealed, place 1 acceleration token here for each side scheme in play. Nothing, I took it out. Each player reveals a random stage 3 in turn order. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at this stuff. Okay. Sorry, I had a brain dead. Each player reveals a random stage 3 in turn order. Okay. Remove any unused stage 3 schemes from the game. Okay, so this stays here like this. Not that it actually matters. So here are the stage 3s. We'll shuffle them up. And we're going to end up with this one. Who is it? Create your own game area, which is this. Place this scheme on it. Add Kang, Iron Lad, and deal yourself 1 encounter card. So this goes here. All right, we're going to get, come on, we're going to get an encounter card. Iron Lad is right here. Iron Lad has 22 health. God damn. That is not what I dealt with my buddy. Okay, and he's got Retaliate and Toughness, so that kind of sucks. Okay, so he's got a Tough. When defeated, remove this from the game. Okay, so this starts with 1 on it. So, if you force response after the stage is completed, yeah. Okay, basically, if this has nothing on it. Okay, if this schemes out, I lose, right? If I lose my health, no. Sorry. If this schemes out, I don't lose. There's a lot of people who play this Kang fight not even worrying about this, right? So if this schemes out, I advance to stage 3 no matter what, and this is what I get. I get this Kang's Dominion card, right? And basically all this is a 3-threat side scheme, and Kang can't take damage, and when this is defeated, I get an encounter card. I mean, it's not a fun card to have, but it's also not the worst. Like, you could let this scheme out and build up your deck and like just defend, because that's what a lot of people do. But I'm going to see what I can do, and maybe I can defeat him and not having to deal with that side scheme, because I got a lot of decent stuff right now. But he does have Retaliate, which is frustrating. Okay. So I could give myself 2 counters, right? Or I could like ready. How about this? Let's get rid of that Tough, right? So let's get rid of the Tough. Tough is gone. I take a damage. I'm at 5. I have White Hot Room, so I'm planning on flipping this turn. He has 2 scheme though, so something I have to think about. All right. Do I want this Helicarrier? I could use Rise from the Ashes and these 2 to pay for this Helicarrier. If I did that, then what do I do? I don't need to play this Telepathic Trickier right now. It's only on 1. I could play it on the next turn, right? I could do that. That actually might be the best use of my energy, because then I can actually use Phoenix Fire. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so we're going to use the X-Jet. We're going to use a counter here. We're going to play Rise from the Ashes, and we're going to use Rise from the Ashes to pay for a Helicarrier. Now, I'm holding this Phoenix Firebird. What do I want to do with it is the question. Do I want to give myself 2 counters, or do I want to ready? I think I want to ready and try to get him down. I think that might be a move. 2 counters is always good, though. No, it's okay. We're going to use a Helicarrier. We're going to play this. Oh, but if I use this, I have to remove a counter from here. No, so we're going to use the Helicarrier, and we'll place 2 counters on me. So I'm at 3 counters. Now we're going to flip, and I'm going to use the White Hot Room to heal for 2. And that's what I'm doing for now. I'm going to hold on to these. I'm done. All right. So now I draw up to 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is an interesting one to use right now. When the villain schemes, this activation removes threat instead of placing it. I'm low on threat, so I don't think I need to do it. I haven't got a freaking training upgrade, so this is useless, which is very frustrating. All right, so it's your turn. This is going to go up to 2. This is my encounter card. You're going to scheme for 2. Plus 1 is 3. This is going to... So this is at 5 now. We have 2 encounter cards to deal with. The villain schemes. So he's scheming for 2 plus 1 is 3. This is at 8. That just escalated quickly. And we have a minion. We have the same minion from before. So he's got 3 health. All right. So I might actually want to go with that. Things changed, obviously. Things just got crazy with this threat. So it might actually be better. Dude, this is the stage 4 card. I'm just reading this. Okay, so this... Okay. I just wanted to see if I got... I just wanted to see if I got an encounter card for that. Like, is it worth it right now to try to bring down 8 threat and 22 health? Because he'll flip this on the next turn, right? Do I want to do that? Or, because that's a lot. Like, that might take a while to control this, to take down 22 health. Or do I just want to deal with one side scheme that has 3 threat on it, and I'll get an encounter card? I think, honestly, that's the route I'm going to take. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that happen. So here's the one thing, though, that I'm interested in. Like, I should probably flip, right? Because this has, you know, a 10 threat on it. And if I'm choosing to let this threat out, which I'm going to, right? The first thing that'll happen next turn is that this threat's out, and then he will scheme. So this will go to the next phase, and then he'll scheme on top of it, which I think is not a good move. So I do think I'm going to flip. So let's get heal for 2. So we're going to be at full health for the next phase, right? Then we're going to put these in order. We're going to flip now. I think that's the best move. We're going to hit Moira to draw a card. Okay. We're going to hold on to this for the next phase. We're going to stun and confuse him in the next phase. I don't want to kill Cyclops yet, because Cyclops would remove 2 of my counters when he goes away, and I kind of want them still. You have 3 attack. You've got to retaliate. So let's just use our 3 attack here to get you off the board. And I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to, because there's no point. I personally don't think. So maybe we can just build up a little bit. Like, let's use the helicarrier and the X-Jet to play this telekinetic shield, right? Basically, when I would take any damage, place that damage here instead. And if there's at least 5 damage here, we discard this. So this has 5 shield on it. And then these I don't want to get rid of. So I'm going to use Psychic Manipulation to pay for downtime, giving me some more recovery if I need it, right? And I think I'm just going to discard Game Time because I need some more cards to play here. And that's it. I'm going to pass my turn. Sorry for shaking the camera. I'm going to pass my turn. I don't want to do anything else. So we're going to ready up. I draw on 2. That's right. Just give me all of my cards. I want some other cards because these are good. I don't want to spend resources for that. Okay, so now let's watch what's going to happen. This is going to go up by 1. This has now threaded out. So after this stage is complete, which it is, place 1 set aside Kang's Dominion underneath this, right? At the end of the phase, remove... Oh, at the end of the phase. So, okay. This phase is not over yet. The phase is not over yet. At the end of the phase, remove Kang Iron Lad from this stage. Okay, so that's at the end of the phase. This phase has to complete first. Okay, so he's going to attack for 3. I'll just take it because I have a shield, right? So he's hitting me for 3. I don't want to defend because I want to do some other things. He's attacking me for 3 plus 1. So my shield is still in place. It has 1 health on it. I get 1 encounter card, which is this, attached to Kang. When Kang attacks, it gains overkill. If it damages a hero, that hero is stunned. And he's got +2 attack on it. All right. So that kind of sucks. So we're planning on stunning him. Okay, the phase is over. Now what happens? At the end of the phase, remove Iron Lad from this stage. Okay, so this is done. At the end of this, remove Kang Iron Lad and combine. Okay, so we're done with this. We're going to stage 4A now. So he's gone. This is off. Just trying to keep my stuff in order. So now we get this one, right? Reveal Kang 3. Where are you, Kang 3? So many Kangs. So many Kangs. All right, there's Kang 3. Kang the Conqueror. Reveal each face down Kang's Dominion, which is this one. Okay. Each player searches the encounter deck discard pile for their set aside nemesis minion and puts it in play, engage with them. So we get our nemesis minion. And that kind of sucks because she's basically like her own freaking boss. She has 12 health. She is steady, she has toughness, and villainous. Okay. When revealed, search the encounter deck discard pile for Consume the World and reveal it. Okay. This starts with 6 threat. Sorry. This is actually not what I wanted to happen, so we're in a bad spot. We're in the worst spot, some would say. Okay. So, let's see. When Dark Phoenix schemes, when Dark Phoenix schemes, place threat on Consume the World if able. Okay, here's Consume the World. While there is no threat here, it loses this icon. Okay, after threat is placed here, if there's at least 12 threat here, we lose the game. Okay, so here's the plan. You have 25 health. Our plan right now is, I don't know if we should worry about her. I don't know. What do we have? Where are we holding? Okay, it's our turn now. So now we can figure this out. So we're obviously going to play this telepathic trickery, right? We're going to be able to stun. We're going to move 4 threat, right? We're unleashed. We're going to be able to take this out of the game. We'll get an extra encounter card, but he's stunned and confused. Let's do that first. So it's just so we have some more wiggle room. All right, and to do that, we'll play. We'll take 1 from here just in case I need to flip. We'll take 1 from here and the X-Jet, and we'll play Telepathic Trickery. So this is removed, right? We get an encounter card. I dropped some stuff. This is our encounter card. Stay there for a second. I dropped my stunned, confused, and tough cards. Okay. Okay, this is our encounter card. You're stunned and confused. Are you tough at all? Oh, and you're tough. So you have all of the cards. We'll just keep that there for now until my turn is over. Let's see. Whew, I don't know what to do, guys. Okay. If this goes to 12, we lose the game. We have a Psychic Blast, right? We're not using this telepathic trickery. We need to hold on to that. So I'm just putting that to the side because I never want to use that. I used one of these already. So I'm going to actually tap that just so I know it was used. We have Colossus. We have a Helicarrier. And we have a telekinetic attack. Like, we actually could get rid of Dark Phoenix with the telekinetic attack. That actually might be a good move. That might be a good move. I think I'm going to do that. You don't have, like, retaliate or anything, right? That... You know what? That actually is a good move. Because when Dark Phoenix... I've actually never got this out. I just was always terrified of it. When Dark Phoenix schemes, place threat on consume the world. We played it out. After threat is placed here. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we actually are going to work on her. Because if I'm reading this right, when we get her out, this actually does nothing. Like, this can't get more threat. And if this goes to 0, it actually can't get threat on it again. Yeah, I'm correct for the most part. Okay, so I am going to work on Dark Phoenix. Okay, yeah. So we're going to play telekinetic attack against her. I think that's the best move. So if I attack with you to get the tough off, this is 3, you're down to 9 health. This one will deal 9 damage, getting you out of the game. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to attack for 2. Well, attack here just to get the tough off. We'll use our T-Rex to attack. Oh, I need to give you your own counter. So you are at 12 health. 1, 2, 3. You're at 9 health. Right? Now we're going to use the Helicarrier, Colossus, and Psychic Blast to play this telekinetic attack. Deal 7 damage. I'm unleashed. It gains overkill. And I don't need the overkill, but Phoenix is gone. Okay, so Phoenix is gone. Do I remove you from the game? I don't think so, right? No. The only thing is that you will still get a plus to your thingy here, but if I can remove the 3 threat, which I can, if I can remove that with this, I can stun and confuse him again. Cool. I feel slightly better. Not so much about this. Let's flip so I can get some more. Actually, how many cards I have here? I'm going to count these out. Yeah. Okay, I can flip. Yeah, I'm going to flip. So I'm going to flip to Alter Ego. And, oh, cool. I'll use White Hot Room to give myself an extra counter, and I'm done. All right, we're going to ready up. I'm drawing up to 6, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, now it is your. I was curious if I had one of those mental awareness things. I dropped one of Kang's side schemes. All right, so this is gonna go to 1. You don't do anything. Sorry, let me move this for a second. Yep. Okay, so you don't do anything because you're confused. And now we have 2 encounter cards to deal with. The first one is after you use a basic hero power, take 1 damage. Alter Ego action, discard a physical resource from your hand, discard this obligation. Okay, so we have this on us. We have this with quick strike, but since we're an alter ego, we don't take any damage. All right, 2 health. Not the worst. Not the worst. I could get rid of that by playing blindfold, and actually that might not be the worst move. Actually, I do want to do that. I'm going to discard this from my hand and get rid of this. All right. I saw that mission train. Knew I had that here. Okay. All right. I'm at full health. I'm going to give myself another counter. I think I can flip now, right? I'm going to flip. And I'm going to hit Moira to draw a card. I'm going to get an extra encounter card because I've decked out. Kang is always such a long fight. I think my other fight, that when I did way back with Ant-Man, I think that was over an hour too. We're not over an hour yet, but we're hitting the 45-minute mark. All right, still my turn. Still, I'm worried about this because of I don't like these villainous icons. So we can actually get rid of that, I believe, right? Cyclops can help too. All right, let's do this. I don't need this mental paralysis, right? This is just going to basically take a minion out of the game. So I'm going to use the mental paralysis to give this a Cyclops. So Cyclops has +1 thwart, 2 health. So you're at 3 health now. We'll have you remove 3 threat from, what is that? From here, right? This is down to 3. Then shoot, I don't want to play telepathic trickery yet because he's still got the stun. He's still got the stun. That would kind of be a waste. So maybe I don't want to do that just yet. Is there any way to remove 4 threat? I don't think so. Do I give up the extra stun? I think the stun's going to be too important right now. Yeah, actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because this boost icon's not going to go off anyway because he's stunned. So this actually can stay. This isn't going to go off. All right. So I don't need to play this yet. Yeah, I don't need to play that yet. I will get you out of the game, though. Oh, I could do this, though. Ready, 1 ally. Let's, I'm not holding any other allies, so I'm going to use this mission training to pay for, oh, wait, hang on. I also have Psychic Blast. Let's use Helicarrier and the X-Jet to pay for Psychic Blast. No, not yet. I will, I'm trying to get the most out of my cards. Okay, we're not doing this yet. We're doing this first. We're going to use mission training to pay for game time, right? We're going to ready him and heal 1 damage, but we're not even going to bother healing because we're going to do something to him. We're going to attack to get the tough off of Kang. Great. Kang is freed up to be beaten on now. So now I'm going to use the X-Jet and Helicarrier, and I'm going to play Psychic Blast because now I can hit the both of them. So we're going to deal 4 damage to the villain. I am in Unleashed. That's 4 damage to a minion as well. So 4 damage goes to Kang. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage goes to the minion. Minion is gone. This now frees me up to attack for 3 because of I'm Unleashed. 1, 2, 3. And attack for 3 with my T-Rex. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and now we're going to hold on to this to play on the next turn because then we can refresh his stun and confuse. All right, ready up. And we're drawing 5 cards. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got this back again. Did I shuffle? I shuffled, right? You saw me shuffle, right? Yeah, I shuffled. I just hate holding multiple cards at the same one. All right, so this is going to go up to 2. It's your turn, buddy, but you're stunned. Do I have anybody yet? Nope. We have 2 encounter cards to deal with. Encounter card number 1, Side Scheme. Players cannot trigger alter ego action abilities. I think right here, I couldn't use that. When revealed, each player must discard 1 random card from their hand or place 2 threat here. You know what? I think I might leave it. I think I might leave it. What would I have to do? Discard 1 random card? Let's discard a random card. Expansion. All right, so this has 2 threat on it. Because this might be useful, right? Here's our other one. Place 1 threat in the main scheme. This is going to 3. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a different obligation and reveals it. Okay. So I know which one I want. I want this one. Because I don't think that one's the worst. I'm gonna have to shuffle this even though I didn't get through it. This is shuffled. Right, so we have this obligation now here. All right, this takes, after I use a basic hero power, I take a damage. And if I wanted, I could discard a physical resource from my hand, but I don't have one. But that's all right. All right, so what are we gonna do? We have a couple side schemes out, and I think we should take care of them. So how are we gonna do that? We have telepathic trickery. So we'll probably just play that, right? Let's use Helicarrier and the X-Jet to pay for telepathic trickery. And we might as well take it off of, I don't know, here? Why not? Take it off of here. No, because that's going to stun and confuse him. This won't do anything again. I'm going to take it off of here. Stun and confuse him. Stunned and confused. Cyclops will thwart for 2, well, technically 3 here. So now I can use my alter ego abilities. Now I'm freed up to attack Kang again, but not with any of these that I really don't want to. So we'll attack for 3 right here with our Dino. 1, 2, 3. We will attack for 3 with our Phoenix. 1, 2, 3. We might as well flip just to be able to draw another card. I am going to hold on to this Psychic Blast just in case we get a minion, right? So I'm going to flip. We can play our White Hot Room, get another counter, and we're done. Did I do something? Did I do yeah, I did a basic attack. I take a damage. I apologize because of this one. All right, we're drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. All right, it's his turn. This is going to go to 1. You don't do anything because you're confused. Here comes our encounter card. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. That's not going to matter, though. So we have an acceleration token on it, and it's our turn. So, yeah, let's just get this game over with. We're going to flip. We use Moira to draw a card because of just being annoying. And what do you have? 9 health. Let's just finish this up. So we will X-Jet. We'll use a counter from here. Helicarrier. Gotta pay for our telekinetic attack. 7 damage plus 2 because of Unleashed. That's 9 damage. And Kang, the Conqueror, has in fact been conquered. All right. That was great. This is a long fight, though. This is the second time I've had a very long fight with him. But you know what? Let's debrief real quick since while I'm waiting for my Marvel Snap patch to go live. So I was always terrified of Jean Grey, mainly because of her obligation, right? I was always really scared to play her because I thought that getting, what's it called? Shadows of the Past was basically game over. I thought if you got Shadows of the Past, there's no way you can win the game. Done. I am wrong. Actually, I'm very wrong because I completely forgot that he draws out your nemesis on the last phase, and I completely forgot that Dark Phoenix was the nemesis, and when Dark Phoenix is brought out, it automatically brings out Consume the World. I thought the game was over, honestly, and playing through it, it is annoying. Like, she is basically her own mini boss, right? She has more health than some villains. But if you get her out of the game, this is almost null. Like, you get her out of the game, you get the threat off of this, and it's removed. And then you can go back to business as usual. It's probably, in my opinion, the worst Nemesis side scheme to come out, like, for any hero, but it doesn't mean game over. So I feel like really, really good about that. But Jean is, she's, I hate to say that I'm still unsure about her because I've defeated two very, very strong villains in Zola Expert and Kang Expert. Also, with getting this freaking thing out, I think Jean may be underrated. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about Jean at all. I think she's flying under the radar right now. I think she's surprisingly sneakily good. Like, not being afraid to go on leash with her is awesome. And, like, controlling the amount of extra resource encounters you get with her is awesome also. Yeah, I think I'm turned around on Jean. I think she's a lot better than people are giving her credit for. But thank you everyone for watching. Take care.